Donald Trump has decided to go ahead and embrace his inner cult leader today by holding his very first rally of 2024 in Waco, Texas, during the anniversary, the 30-year anniversary of the standoff between federal agents and David Koresh and his Branch Davidian cult. Now, this is not a coincidence. And experts in hate and anti-government extremism, have said this is not a coincidence. That Trump would pick this to be the first city that he does a rally in 2024. And here's why. We know that Donald Trump, a big portion of his base, hates the government. Right? They think you got the swamp out there. They think you got the deep state. With Trump's attacks on Alvin Bragg this week, obviously they hate the judicial system. They hate every part of the government. And let me read this. This is from Heidi Berick, co-founder of the Global Project Against Hate and Extremism. She said about Waco, quote, "Waco is hugely symbolic on the far right. There's not really another place in the U.S. that you could pick that would tap into these deep veins of anti-government hatred, Christian nationalist skepticism of the government, and I find it hard to believe that Trump doesn't know that Waco represents all of these things." And I agree with Heidi Berick. And here's the thing. It's not just that he picked this area that has this, very large anti-government sentiment within its borders. It's that he's doing it on the 30th anniversary of an event that a lot of right-wingers think was the government's assault on these poor individuals down there. They killed women and children too. I'm not defending what the government did there, but there's no denying that David Koresh and the Branch Davidians were a cult. And Koresh was in fact their cult leader. Just like Donald Trump is the MAGA cult leader. And he's the one who gets his foot soldiers, just like David Koresh did 30 years ago, to be the ones to go and fight the government while he sits in silence, just taking advantage and manipulating all of these people. The parallels between these two men, David Koresh and Donald Trump, could not be any clearer. They're mirror images of each other, except for, of course, the money and fame and power that Trump has. Strip that away, he's the same guy with a worse haircut. And that's what Donald Trump is doing in Waco, Texas. He is trying to tap into that because it's almost all but guaranteed that Trump is going to go down there and stoke even more anti-government hatred. It's what he's been doing all week with Alvin Bragg. So he is going to go down there, rile these people up, play the victim. The government's after me, they're coming to get me, but only I can save it if you put me back in charge of government. This could be a disaster. Waco's not unfamiliar with disasters. Whenever some nut job comes into that city and gets a whole bunch of idiots to do a lot of stupid things, bad things happen. Hopefully today doesn't rise to any kind of level of violence. But given the fact that it's Trump and given how terrified he is of being prosecuted, we can't make any guarantees about what could happen. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.